Happy Friday! How's everyone doing today? I see Rise first in the chat and Zalor. Good afternoon. I just sent coordinates to this KvK, so looks like there's some battles taking place. We can give this a watch while we chit chat and wait for the stream to fill up a little bit, and then we're gonna go through our stats in KvK. Hope everyone's having a great day. Those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you filled your bellies yesterday. I can honestly say my mother did not cook turkey this year, so I ate turkey. It was not dry as a friggin' bone. Good Gamers Germany, welcome. But we had turkey and corn au gratin and mashed potatoes and gravy and fresh baked bread rolls and banana pudding and apple pie and pumpkin pie and stuffing. I think I said stuffing already. Green bean casserole. Some sweet potato dish with bacon in it. Oh, I am full. What's up, Car? Cods, good afternoon. Marvin, good to see you guys. Hey, I still got leftovers. Although that didn't stop me from running to McDonald's this morning for a couple breakfast burritos, but hey, it is what it is. And the best part about Thanksgiving, right? The Packers beat the Lions. Hell yeah. With 11 starters on injured reserve, I was not expecting that yesterday, but they finally put a game together against a quality opponent with 4 solid quarters of football. So I'm pretty damn excited, especially since half the people I work with Monday through Friday work out of Detroit, and they have been giving me nothing but shit for the past year and a half. So, hey, I'm happy. You know, I always have the standard responses. It's a rebuilding year. We've got a really young team. As long as we beat the Bears twice, it's a good year. And I live by that, right? I've seen them win 2 Super Bowls, so I'm happy with beating the Bears twice. But you know, I always tell them, I'm like, yeah, you know what? You can have a couple of years of victories. We had the past 30 years. It's all fair. If the turkey's done right, it's nice and juicy and tender and moist. If my mom makes turkey, then you gotta drown it in gravy, because it tastes like shit. You know, normally somebody's mother's cooking is the best cooking in the world, right? But not my mom. She finds a way to make those turkeys so damn dry. It's not, and I don't know how you do that with self-basting turkeys, but hey, it is what it is. That was one of my favorite things about yesterday. The Saints didn't lose. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, there's a reason I'm an introvert and I don't leave the house much. And drivers were absolutely freaking nuts yesterday. I mean, I saw people cutting across 4 lanes of traffic last minute to get to an exit ramp. I saw people slamming on their brakes on the highway for no damn reason. It was a very nerve-wracking drive, and I like to think after 40 years of driving, I'm a good driver, right? But good God. Seen one guy run a red light and damn near get T-boned at like a major intersection too. So I do not like traveling out of my small town. But it is what it is. This immigration has been hopping. I don't know. I don't. What is unclear about this message in our alliance, right? If you migrate here without permission, you will be zeroed. Do not buy an account and expect to stay here. All new players wishing to be in this kingdom must fill out an application and do a voice interview. I feel that's rather clear, right? Yet I've denied at least 40 applications to the kingdom from this KvK. So God only knows. God only knows. People can't read. What's up, classified lion? Yes, we have 4-lane highways in Oshkosh. Yes, there's one, but this wasn't in Oshkosh. This was in Madison, and it was probably 6 lanes of traffic going both ways. Major cloverleaf intersection where two interstates converge. Just people are fucking nut jobs. You know, they cut across 6 lanes of traffic to get to an on-ramp, and then, you know, I'll lay on the fucking horn and they'll give me the finger like I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. You hit me with your little Toyota Prius. You hit my 2005 Tahoe, you're going to get crushed. That's all there is to it. The engine in my truck weighs more than your entire car. I didn't know if that was Mad Mania's main or his sub account, or who knows. Everybody's getting their spots in MGE. I'm very happy I'm sitting out this MGE. Just look here. Did I promote Mad to R3 or did I give him R2? I think I made him R3. Yeah, Mad Main. There we go. Okay, good. Bloody Madness. What's going on? Miss Master and Commander. What's the Master and Commander avatar frame? Which one is that? I mean, some of these are really nice, especially the Osiris ones, right? You got, oh, okay. I'll fix it later. I think I have it. I don't know. I always use the same one. Very few people have this one, so it's something different. So what's happened the past few days? We're real close here. We're real close here, damn it. What else? What else do we do? Gem Rush. We finished off the Greek guy in the Gem Rush. We're now working on Montezuma. So Pyrrhus, is that how I say his name? Pyrrhus? He is done. What's up, Anthony? I have seen that matchup. It looks like a juicy one. We have got the map and everything all set and ready to rock. We will definitely be spectating that once there is fighting there. The name of that frame is The Way of a Hero. I'm not much of a frame collector. I'll go slow. You tell me if you see it. Just make sure and hit your 5 million points at least. Yes, 30 likes would be great today. Didn't plan a long stream, but if they're fighting in a KvK, we might just do it. That's the one that I want. I want that one right there. I don't see it, so I must have it. I did rise. All right, let's take a look, right? Let's look at the season retrospective first. This is from the KvK that just ended at reset last night. Killed 123,298,336 units. More than 100% of other governors. On October 12th, I destroyed 41 million enemy units. I think that was the first past 4 opening. I healed 78 million troops, more than 100% of other governors. I killed 10 million troops, more than 100% of other governors. That 100% is not accurate, and you'll see that in a second. 8,974 barbs killed 274 barbarian forts. Our alliance ranked 11th overall in killing enemy units with 1 billion. We made 332 alliance flags. We destroyed 45 enemy alliance flags, which seems low. Maybe because we were in other alliances for the entire Kingsland. Your Kingdom healed 782 million units. A total of 123,357,590 of your Kingdom's units were killed. Here's the odd thing, right? You saw the 100% in there. If we look at the healing leaderboard, and this is freaking crazy that I'm in the top 3 of all these, because we weren't fighting for the last 15 days. So I was 2nd overall in heals. Just barely 2nd overall in kills. Right? I mean, 53 was in our camp, and no, they wouldn't make peace with anybody. Nobody wanted to make peace with them. They said, well, we're fine. We're fine. The rest of the kingdoms in the Earth camp, we're fine with peace with you guys. You're free to farm, but we're going to destroy 53. So these guys were fighting 15 days longer than I was. Yet he only got, 1.8 million more kill points than I did. More kills than I did. Deads, not drool, was zeroed. So we can kind of exclude that. Caridum was zeroed. This was all from open fielding and swarming. So I feel pretty good about what I did in KvK. What's up, Stitch? It was a fun one, that is for sure. When we look at the leaderboard here, Winnie the Pooh, he's migrated out now. He was in 7th. Got Resurgence in 21st. There's Stitch in 23rd. So we had some players putting in some work, especially considering the last 15 days we weren't fighting at all. So, you know, once Kingsland was over and the 2 allies that we had went to bed, it was pretty much a done deal. Oh, looks like this KvK. Look, they hit the pause button in this KvK. So yeah, I mean, now that rewards are over, right, I can kind of speak my mind a little bit more freely. So as far as rewards, nothing major. We were the 4th camp. Okay, get a few things there. I really did not push at all in honor points. I was 757th. Got my 120,000 and then I pieced out. And we were ranked 4 here. So we got a couple gold heads. Whoop-de friggin' do. You know, the big thing is the Autric rewards, and unfortunately we didn't get the Zig at the end. So let's just kind of go through our kingdoms in our KvK, and we will give you the skinny. Holy cow, that's a monster image. All right. So 1029, that's us. 1471 is a primarily Korean kingdom. 2502 is a primarily Korean kingdom. 2453 is a Turkish kingdom. 1064 is a very heavily powered kingdom. So let's talk Turkey, right? When we first started the KvK, 2453 was going to be coalition lead. Every time there was a decision to be made, 1471 and 2502 did not agree with 2453. So there was a vote taken and coalition lead was passed to 2502. Then every time 2502 made a decision, 2453 did not agree with 2502. Ultimately, at the end of the day, to keep the peace, 1029 took coalition lead. So issue number 1, the Turks and the Koreans did not get along well. A lot of that is Google Translate and communication issues. But there were some heated arguments, some disagreements of opinion multiple times. 1471 and 2502 leadership left Discord, left all in-game chats. Hubs had to smooth things over, they came back. 2453 leadership left all of Discord and in-game chats. Hubs had to smooth things over and they had to come back. 2453 was the most hated kingdom in this KvK by our enemies. I don't know if they faced them before, if there's just bad blood, if there was trash talking, I don't know what was going on. But once it was apparent we were not getting Kingsland, you know, we're not 1029, we're not going to defend our starting zone. We're not going to defend these other zones. If we're not getting Kingsland, we're going to fall back. We're going to start preparing for the next KvK. Right? And we were trying to make a peace agreement with the enemy camps. And they said any agreement we make does not include 2453. So as coalition lead, I'm like, that's, you know what? You guys want to kill him, you go kill him. Just don't kill us. Okay? If we're free to farm, great. Go kill 2453. No problem. We're not going to defend them. We're done fighting. You know, they pissed you off in a prior KvK. You hate them so much that you're not willing to include them in part of the peace agreement. You know, who might argue? They pissed me off this KvK multiple times too. I think that's the fairest matchup they could get with that KvK, Spidey. It's going to depend on 2489. Is 2489 doing a recovery KvK, or will they come out and go just as hard as they did against 1960 and in their last KvK? So, there are videos out there about 2453 being traders in prior KvKs. It's apparent that the way they play the game, they value kill points, and they value kill points more than anything else in this game. Because a lot of times we had 4 kingdoms trying to push flags, trying to progress territory, and they're off doing their own thing, open field fighting, swarming rallies, instead of helping the rest of the coalition. And it's not all the players there. It's mainly there are 5 there. He is not a pleasant person to deal with. Okay, and again, maybe a lot of it is the translation between Turkish and English, but he is very aggressive, very do it my way or I take my ball and go home, very confrontational. He enjoys calling other people names, enjoys pointing at his kill points and saying, hey, look at me, when, as I understand it, he purchased the account. Most of those aren't even his. So, I will say this. I hope we are never allies with 2453 in the future. That is the one kingdom that I will put on our blacklist. And once our next KvK matchup takes place, that will be the one kingdom that I flag as do not put us in the same camp with them. And there are great people in there, which, it just blows my mind that they put up with that shit. Rabix migrated here as soon as migration opened last night. She's from there. And she's a fabulous person. Understands the game, understands diplomacy, understands give and take, communicates really well. Just the king of that kingdom is something else. Is something else. I wasn't even in the KvK and I was pissed at 2453 too. Thank you. Thank you. So I mean he's in chat earlier, right? Showing these stats saying, oh, we did our best, we were second in kill points. Well, yeah, that's because you were fighting the entire KvK. You were open fielding the entire KvK. You weren't even defending your flags at the end, you were just open fielding. Of course you got more kill points than everyone else. I hope we don't become allies with some kingdoms again. This is the first time I've had a KvK with such a bad ally. They make a deal, but 53 kingdoms, and there is constant attack on the, I don't know if that's supposed to be 53 kingdoms or 64 kingdoms. Well, yeah, the enemy hated you. They wanted to wipe you off the face of the earth. Who am I to stop them? I hope it will be the first and the last. It'll be the last KvK that you're allies with us. Because you'll be on the blacklist. Don't worry. Next time you see us, it'll be as enemies on the battlefield. And I may the Lord have mercy on your soul. Oh, hey, Lost Canyon. I was able to snipe first place with like 12 seconds to go yesterday as well. So right there, I got bumped into first place. One person attacked me at the end, and he couldn't beat me. So that's a small moral victory, right? Pretty sad when my 4 marches can take down his Richard and Charles before his 4 marches can take down my Lucci Constantine. So yeah, the last KvK I got sniped right at the end. This KvK I learned my lesson. I did the sniping right at the end. But I mean, all in all, I had fun. For the most part. If we're talking just playing the game, having fun, that was a blast. If we're talking diplomacy, I never ever want to go through that bullshit and communication again. I mean, they would send us messages at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and it'd be like, where are you guys? Where are you guys? We need your opinion. Where are you guys? Well, I'm in fucking bed, motherfucker. So I send you messages at 6 p.m., and you don't answer for 6 or 8 hours. I'm not putting messages in chat every 5 minutes. Where are you guys? I'm not pinging your Discord every 10 minutes. Where are you guys? No, there's this thing in the world called time zones. Just because it's 8 p.m. in your time zone does not mean it's 8 p.m. in my time zone. Okay? Go back to school. Go to 2nd grade. You learn this in geography class. Wolfie has not migrated here. He will contact me if 1029 is a place that he wants to go in the future. For now, he's staying in 1064, and he is going to use his DKP points to get MGE, the next 2 MGEs. Yeah, exactly. You and Kat and Resurgence and Classified were online until wee hours in the morning, and then they'd get on and like, oh, well, why'd they burn a flag? Because there's only 3 of us here, you cocksuckers? And I'm probably getting demonetized for this stream, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, there were several times in this KvK that I was just ready to say, screw it. We're done. And go back to Home Kingdom before Kingsland even started. Just because nobody ever agreed with anyone on anything. Toward the end of KvK, when they were arguing about defending the zones, I'm like, fuck it. 29, we're getting ready for our next KvK. I lost 5 whales, either quitting or migrating. We're done. We're tapped out. We're done. We're licking our wounds. We're farming. We're getting ready for the next KvK. You know, if you guys have troops to defend Zone 6, if you guys have troops to defend Zone 4, if you guys have troops and speed-ups to defend Zone 5, maybe you didn't go hard enough in KvK. Maybe you shouldn't have gone to sleep. I was talking with one of the Wind camp leaders. Wind was the first first camp that we faced. Talking with one of the Wind camp leaders earlier, and he said he gave me a couple of nice quotes. He said, if you guys had gotten that level 7 pass, the KvK would have been much different. True, Gorgo was broken in that pass. The second quote he gave me was, we were 30 minutes away from being pushed out of Kingsland, and the rest of the leaders on Discord were begging for water to come and help. Thank God you guys had 2 kingdoms go to bed when they did. You know, and those 2 kingdoms, right? Kingdom 2502 and Kingdom 2502 and 1471. Koreans don't sleep in Kingsland. Lies. 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 Many Koreans don't, you're right. I don't see 365 going to sleep in Kingsland. But you all certainly did. You left us fucking hanging. And there are nice people in there. You know, it just... Sometimes you come across C&D kingdoms that have hardcore fighters. Sometimes you come across C&D kingdoms that are filled with a large number of more casual players. You're lucky if you get in the same camp with the hardcore fighters that fight with the same mentality as you do. When you're in a camp with the kingdoms that have the more casual players is when it becomes difficult. Yep, exactly, Jacob. A lot of times it comes down to the allies. And we have smoked the 30 likes already. Get a new poll up there. How do you stay awake for your Kingsland fights? For your KvK fights, sorry. Coffee? Tea? Energy drinks? Or illegal drugs? Not that I'm promoting the use of illegal drugs on this channel. If it is illegal, you should not be using it. It is against the law and probably bad for your health. Where's the all of the above option? I can only put 4 options in there. Sorry, Bob. So yeah, this 1365, 2049, 1079, 1175, 1188, 1846. KvK looks to be a good one. I think 1365 is going to have their hands full with these 3 kingdoms. I think 2489 is going to have all they can handle with 1846. It's going to be interesting. But, I mean, if 1360, if it was left versus right, it would have been completely mismatched. If it was 1365 and 1840, the corners versus the corners, it would have been completely mismatched. So this is about as fair as you can get it. Nope, no buts. No buts. Oh yeah. 1365 is still huge. Drink all you want. You've never seen my feet to make fun of them. Yeah, I saw Fleisch did a video unlocking T5 like 3 hours into the kingdom. I don't understand why you would do that though, because what did they spend? 25 grand to unlock T5 3 hours in? Yet the commanders they have are garbage. Right? Why not just spend 25? Why not just play an account, get used to the game, not spend any money on it, and then you could get a really freaking nice account for $25,000. Really nice account. You know, but guaranteed that guy's going to have T5. He's not going to have any of the best commanders in the game. He's going to take every gold head event. He's going to take every MGE. And they might do really, really well in KvK 1. But once they get to Season of Conquest KvK and nobody else in that kingdom has any commanders, they're screwed. I mean, it's going to be another Nephisto all over again. Right? KvK 1, maybe KvK 2 they dominate, maybe KvK 3. with Season of Conquest commanders in KvK 3 now and limited number of migrants every KvK, maybe they get some fighters in. But yeah, I mean, in order for that guy to get the meta commanders by KvK 3, he's going to need to basically win every gold head event from here on out. And that's going to handicap the rest of the players in the kingdom. Yeah, he'll be able to carry KvK 1 for sure. I mean, you got one whale like that. I mean, Jordan C did it in his KvK. Nephisto did it in his first KvK, right? But, Jordan ended up buying an account in 2605. Nephisto ended up quitting. Yeah, I don't know who it is. I just saw Fleisch's video or live stream yesterday when he was unlocking the T5s, and it just made me shake my head. I mean, if it's really a brand new player to the game, yeah, you're going to, I mean, he's not going to have the armaments. He's not going to have the equipment, no matter how much he spends. You can't spend enough to compensate for what is it, 3.5 years of equipment now? Another 8 months of armaments? I mean, he's going to have $150,000 into that account by the time season 3 hits. And then he's going to be in for a harsh reality. Unless they get a bunch of migrants in who are super solid fighters. Because you're not going to KvK 3 and yeah, I don't know. My opinion. I don't know the guy. Maybe he's got a plan. But yeah, 25 grand gets you a nice account. A very nice account these days. I mean, everything's got a price, right? You offer me 6 figures for my account, I'm probably walking away from the game. I'm serious as a heart attack. U.S. currency only. While we are at it, tomorrow on Beast's channel, we have our Creators Corner podcast. Just trying to find the topics of conversation in all of my messages here. So we want to talk about the 2605 KvK, the equipment changes that are coming to the game. We're going to touch briefly on the 1365, 2049, 1846, 1188 KvK. And then whatever else comes up. So it should be a good one. Should be a good one. Oh, Hub sent feet pics. You guys want to see Hub's feet pics? Here we go. Hub's feet pics right here. Sitting on the couch playing Rise of Kingdoms. Watching Lambo on the big screen. I don't know if that's a I don't know if that's a good thing, Hubs. Hopefully I'm not teaching your daughter some new words. What does he got here? A Xbox? A PS5? Or is that PS4? You need to work on some cable management there, my friend. But yeah, that's Hubs' feet picks. For those of you who like feet. Rappo's back. He's been streaming regularly lately. He's trying to steal my time slot in the evenings. So apparently I'm being told in my Discord that this is a KvK betrayal between Fire and Earth Camp. See if we can tell. Let's see, Fire or Earth is in the upper right, right? So that is your 72, your FRA, EVT. Earth is in the upper left. So that's your, looks like your 26. Currently nobody holds the Zig. Why are they fighting down there then? Yeah, maybe just trying to cut each other off. I don't know. We lost our KvK gains, but it was fun. It was fun. I got second place in healing, second place in kills, and third place in deads. And then sniped first place in Lost Canyon last minute. So it was a good time. I don't know the details, Pocket. I just got a message saying KvK betrayal between Fire and Earth Camp in C11993. Somebody else sent me a location right before I started the stream, and that's what we're watching now. I'm guessing Fire Camp is the FRA folks, and 26, yeah, that's the Earth Camp folks, so... Looks like they're having fun there. Rise sent his foot picks. They're much better than Hubsy's. We'll have to save those for the next stream. Okay, we don't want to give away too much on this single stream. We got to have people want to come back. Although if I show too many feet picks, nobody's going to come back. What is the verdict here? 45% say coffee, 26% say illegal drugs, 23% energy drinks, and only 4% tea. Gains, that's going to be a tough one. I think it all hinges on 2489. I've heard they wanted a recovery KvK. I've heard that they're going to go hard. I think 365 is going to have a tough time going south in that zone. I think 2489 is going to have a tough time going south in that zone. I think if all four camps get into Kingsland, that's where the big battle is going to be. But in my opinion, that KvK, it's going to rest on 2489. Oops, not that one. It's going to rest on 2489, and do they go as hard in this KvK as they did in their last KvK, as they did against 1960? Or are they truly looking for a recovery KvK? Time will tell. We will see. I think it's weird that they put 1079, 1175, and 1188 in the same camp. I mean, that kind of fucks you all guys if you win and have the zig at the end, or even if you don't have the zig at the end and you win. You know, there's a limited number of Autric inscriptions that can be split between those three kingdoms. And those are three solid fighting kingdoms that I'm sure have more than, what? Losers get, what is it, 60? I'm sure they have more than 20 fighters in each of those kingdoms that are clamoring for those inscriptions, right? I mean, speaking of inscriptions, can I buy the non-limited if I have a coin? Is that how this works? I mean, I'm not really... Pulverize is the best one here, I think. I don't know. We've got a day or so to decide. I thought there were 300 total. So if there's only 30... There's only 30 to split between those three kingdoms? Ouch. That's going to be rough. We're almost there. Can we hit 50 likes in the next few minutes? We'll drop 5 gifted in the chat if we can. Hey, I don't expect to get one. I mean, the thing you know, I was hoping for one this KvK. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we probably would have gone for arch formation because I've got 2 hunters already. But it is what it is. Thank you, Lion. It's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight against 365 and for 365. I think potentially these three kingdoms can match their activity. Can they match their tech, though? That's going to be the question. Hey, Victor. By the way, the Ways of a Hero frame. Well, which one is it? I couldn't find it. I mean, there are only 70 people with this frame, right? Maybe? This one? Where is this frame from? Reach 700 progress and Master and Commander achievement to obtain. You really think that's rarer than an Osiris League skin? I mean, I like it. It looks nice. Hey, Jerkole, good to see you. I see Nightbot reminding us about Electro King, right? Let's pop an Electro King ad here real quick. Electro King, if you are not already aware, he does a lot of the graphics for my streams, overlays, intros, outros, you name it. It's bright and sunny outside, but let's put the Christmas theme on. My wife and daughter are decorating the house, so it's appropriate. Congrats from PETA from 1307? Huh? Sorry, I'm confused, Wim. Congrats for... It'll show people how big you are. I'm not that big, just ask my wife. Bada bing. I mean, it's nice looking. Does that have a template or a city thing to go with it? Why do I have a red dot there? Get out of there. Yeah, we do not need that. But we got to apply it to get rid of the red dot, so we'll do that now. There we go, we'll change it up a bit. No problem. I didn't know if that was greetings or congratulations. Yeah. I was confused for just a second there. You know, Cut me some slack. I'm 53 years old. I don't know this text lingo. Okay, where was the... There we go. Alright, have a good day at work, Gaines. Keep pumping those irons. How's 1307 doing lately? You guys down to a 1 or 2 Alliance Kingdom? More important, did you zero Bulba yet? That's the big question. Sounds like a plan line. There he is. What's going on, Electric King? Good to see you. One more like. Just one more like. Can we do it? One more? We had enough people voting in the polls. We should be getting likes. I mean, more people voted for illegal drugs than we have likes on the stream. Should we see where Electro King's old account finished in kills? Let's look for Yafi. Tell me if I passed it. Oh, we're going to have a conversation with him. What, he had 30 million kills and stopped fighting? What's up, Blue Panther? Pre-KvK? Nice. Who are you guys up against? So keep in mind here, right? These stats here, once Kingsland was a loss, we stopped fighting. So I haven't been fighting for 15 days. AW88 was fighting against 53 MT up until about 4 days ago. So in my opinion, had a peace agreement been reached and fighting stopped when Kingsland was done, I would probably be first place. So that's without fighting for 15 days. So I'm pretty happy about that. I want you in the KvK again. What, as allies or enemies, Blue Panther? We had a bunch of whales leave, but I got some good players coming in, so it's gonna be. I'm excited. I'm excited. I really am. We're starting to add them to the Discord here. See, one more just got on Discord. I gotta give him a membership role. Some of them are starting to create new farms in the kingdom already, in the farm alliances, so they can start farming right away. Both. fighting 1818 and 2975, who are second kingdoms of Foe and Arvix. Also fighting 1802 and 1945. Our allies are 1525 and 2949. That sounds like one fun KvK. Proud of you without Yafi because it's Yafi. Oh, good. Why I pick on Yafi too, just because he's a kid, right? And I'm trying to toughen him up and teach him that life is not always peaches and cream. You know, make sure he doesn't grow up to be a snowflake. He's already French, so that's one strike against him. So, you know, the least we can do is toughen him up a little bit. Yafi's a good kid. Eat fast. Don't choke. Enjoy your food. No notification, blasphemy. Yeah, I scheduled this stream for noon. I think I started it like 45 minutes early, so that may be why you didn't get notification. Probably my fault. So supposedly we are watching a KvK with a betrayal here. Earth Camp and Fire Camp are now fighting each other. They were allies. Is he really studying to become a baker? My wife's parents owned a bakery for a long time. 30 years? 40 years? Father-in-law was a master baker. Brother-in-law is a master baker. Baker, not bater. Baker. That's hard work. That's hot work. Middle of summer, standing in front of ovens. Who betrayed who? I don't know. I'm just being honest here. The only message I got in Discord, so I got these coordinates from in-game chat. Somebody was kind enough to send them to me. The only message I got in Discord was KvK betrayal between Fire and Earth Camp. So I don't know if Fire betrayed Earth, if Earth betrayed Fire, if they couldn't agree on first occupation and final zig, and they said, fuck it, let's fight. If somebody is watching the stream from one of these kingdoms and cares to enlighten us, that would be fabulous. If not, we'll just enjoy the action. With my wife decorating the house for Christmas today, it's about all the action I'll see today. So, hey, it's all good. And it's already lasted longer. Well, I don't know. When I worked at my in-laws bakery, I was going in at, what was it? 6 o'clock in the evening, worked until about midnight, 1 a.m. They had 2 retail stores and did wholesale bread and buns and pastries and all kinds of stuff to at their peak, right around 170 restaurants here in the between Green Bay and Madison. Got to get a Discord interview for you want to hear me interview somebody? It's not much of an interview. They kind of tell me their history in Rise of Kingdoms, why they're looking to migrate, why they chose 1029. I have some talking points I go over every single one, and there's 57 likes. Let me just give the 5 gifted that I promised. I go over different talking points and rules in our kingdom. Give them a chance to ask any questions. Maybe share a screen and then they'll show me their account or accounts. And we're going to start doing things a little bit different, right? We are asking people only to carry 100,000 sieges in their cities, T4, T5. Have enough T1s to farm, of course, but you know, asking people, hey, Captain Stinkfuss, Chilsey, Lion, Blue Panther, Loco. Nice. Nice. All people who frequent the chat got memberships. I love it. I love it. What's up, Clap? Asking people to delete their sieges, asking people to let their big farms go to the clouds so they don't count in matchmaking. That's farms over 50 million power. On their lower account farms. Deleting siege also, not training troops. You know, all the things that the bigger Imperium kingdoms try and do to get better matchmaking, we're going to start implementing in the lower seeds as well. And you may ask why. It's because it's blatantly obvious that some of these kingdoms we're getting matched up against, these A and B seed kingdoms, are doing that themselves. You know, we're getting matched against better and better kingdoms all the time because we have 4 stars on our banner. So we have to start doing things smart. We have to start doing things efficient to ensure that we get the best possible matchmaking we can for our kingdom. Muhammad, really, I'm just looking for rally and garrison players at the moment. I've got 18 confirmed coming in, and I still have 4 more interviews to do. So, if you're a rally lead, if you're a garrison lead, if you max tech every KvK, we can certainly talk. Shoot me a message on Discord. Otherwise, yeah, we're kind of closed down until next KvK. You know, and those type of things like deleting siege, lower powered farms, letting high powered farms go to cloud, that type of stuff. That's not things that we've had to historically do here. But then again, you know, MF was here. He's, you know, one player doesn't make or break a KvK, but when you have a 700 million power whale with everything procced, everything critted, everything iconic, he can do some things that I can't do at 150, 160 million power. Right? Port into the enemy zone, take rally after rally with friggin' City Keeper on his wall, or random teleport 200, 300 times until he gets a perfect spot right next to a pass or right next to an enemy building fort, things like that. You know, and that all helps. Losing 5 whales who are over 100 million power each with 5 billion kill points and 20 million deads each. That's huge too. But we got a solid group of players coming in. They're all mature players. They're all quality players who know the game, who've played the game before. Many of them have leadership experience. You know, so I'm very excited for what the future holds. Save the siege. Throw Yaffe under the bus? No, man. If he's going to be a baker, man, I want those baguettes. I want those crepes. Main rule in the kingdom is be nice to Hubsy. I don't see that in the rules on Discord, Hubs. So you're going to have to add that. Well, clap when gold head events, right? When was the last time you took first place in a gold head event? I don't see you in here at all. So, you know, request some first places in a gold head event. Request some second places in a gold head event. You know, every 3 months you can get a first place. Every 3 months you can get a second place. So that's going to help you get the better commanders, or save up gold heads for the next meta commanders that come out. I've seen you running forts today, so that's a bonus, right? Ideally, we want everyone running forts on a daily basis. I know Hubs did like 70 forts yesterday. He was a wild man. I think I did like 35, 40 this morning. You know, and why run forts, right? Because running forts gets you alliance gifts. If I can even find it here. And that's everything from resources. Oh, there it is. The AP pots. You know, the more AP pots you get, the better off you're going to be going into the next KvK. So if there are not events going on like Strategic Reserve or Lohar's Trial where you get extra stuff for killing barbs, I would say at least a minimum of 5 forts a day. Ideally 10 forts a day. Right now, until we do the next KvK after this one, we are just looking for rally and garrison leads. So if you fit that description, you're a rally lead or you're a garrison lead, and you're maxing Crystal Tech in KvK, there's a link to my Discord down in the bottom. You can find me there, send me a message, and we can certainly talk. Otherwise, we're pretty much locked in with the 20 or so people that we got. Now, if say the 20 people who are approved to come here, say only 15 actually migrate here, then we might make an announcement and bring in another 5. But we want to see how the 20 people coming here work out first. And get them all acclimated to how we do things in 1029, and then we'll go from there. I have had more fun, Jetty, since coming to 1029 than I did playing in Imperium Kingdoms with Chisgul, with Solimar, with Slouty. I've had more fun in this kingdom than I did winning Osiris League with OV in Season 3. And that's just because it's a smaller group of people. You get to know those people at a more personal level. They become part of your friends group. It's not a nameless face or a nameless voice on Discord with 200 or 300 other people on the same Discord server and everybody's barking out orders. Right, so I like that intimacy that we have here. If Mad jumps on Discord and says hello, I know him by the sound of his voice. If RoK jumps on Discord and says hello, I know him by the sound of his voice. I don't have to look and see who's jumping on Discord to say hello. That's not a new feature, Spartan, and welcome. Every month, individuals who are members can send a highlighted message every 30 days. And thank you very much for the 6th month in the Touchdown Club. I appreciate that, sir. Now, we don't require everyone to do alliance mobilization. We know there's no chance we compete with the 2489s in the world, with the 1307s in the world, with the 1846s in the world. It just isn't possible. You know, we just ask them to put forth some effort, do the best that they can. Are we going to be intimate when I get there? Feet pics, baby. Feet pics. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's you know, right. I mean, look at Lost Canyon, right? If I was still in 1052 or I was still in an Imperium Kingdom, I'd probably be in that 30 to 100 range. There'd be no way I could get first place. Right? And it's much more enjoyable to be a big fish in a small pond than it is to be a small fish in a big pond. You know, the fights in lower seed kingdoms, they last 1 to 3 days every time a pass opens. And then it's kind of chill until the next pass opens. You know, so you got to go hard every time a pass opens for a good 20 to 40 hours if you want to get your kills. Because after that, it's pretty much a done deal. You know, so it's quite a bit different than fighting in an Imperium Kingdom where there's fights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But the kind of player I am, if there's fighting going on, I like to be online. I like to be fighting next to my teammates, next to my friends, next to my allies. And when I was playing in 1052, there were days and days that I would go only sleeping 1 to 2 hours a night just so I could make sure I was there for the fights. And that's not good for somebody's health. Did Cat pass you the keys to the dungeon? Are you the dungeon keeper now? Spartan says, I'm a small fish in a small pond. Well, you're still recovering from getting zeroed, right? I mean, you're still getting your troop count back up there. Did you find a kingdom to migrate to, Spartan? I know you were looking. All right, have a pint for me, man. Yep, Meme King, and you know that's the appeal to me at this stage after 1,777 days playing this game. You know, winning Osiris League one time, winning multiple KvKs in Imperium Kingdoms, winning multiple KvKs in C&D Seed Kingdoms. It's all about fun. You know, and I have more fun fighting with people that I know, that I trust, that I get along with, that we can just laugh and have a good time than I do fighting in a Discord server with 300 people who are all muted except for the one person who's barking out orders. Nice. Good, Spartan. If that doesn't work out for you, you can come and talk to me and we'll figure something out, okay? So, you know, I say it all the time. As old as I am, I learned years ago, life is short. If you're not having fun doing something, don't do it. At the end of the day, this is a video game. Yeah, many people spend money on this video game because it's their entertainment. I don't go to movies. You know, I don't go out to the bars. You know, so I'm spending a little bit of money in this game to boost my account up But this is my entertainment on a daily basis. And as long as I'm having fun, I'm going to keep playing. Now, the diplomacy in this last KvK was about the closest I have ever come to quitting this game. I cannot believe that there are people in many kingdoms that are so selfish, that have the horse blinders on, and that cannot rationally discuss opinions like grown-ups without throwing slurs out there, without insulting people, without having a temper tantrum. It just blows my mind. But it is what it is. You know, with a lot of with the bar falling every single day for Imperium Kingdoms, you know, there are more and more players migrating back to lower seed kingdoms, and the kingdoms that we're seeing in KvK, this KvK and the last KvK, have been much more organized than we used to see 2 years ago. So there are a lot of quality C and D seed kingdoms out there if that's something you're looking for. Apparently lots of people are, because I keep rejecting immigration applications from our KvK. You know, and there are fights to be had. Again, it's all about timing. You know, if you're not online when passes open, chances are you're going to miss some really good fights. Last KvK, I had 11.1 million deads. 2.1 billion kill points last KvK. This is last KvK. 136 million. I killed 136 million. This KvK, we had 10 million deads. Right? Is this it here? Nope. Well, here are the deads. 10 million deads. We had 123 million kills. But you got to be ready to do that. Right? Red line coming in hot with 5 gifted. Appreciate you, Redline. But I mean, you got to put in the time in the off season too. I mean, I tell the people here all the time, if I don't see you in the gold pit, if I don't see you farming on a daily basis, if I don't see you running forts, if I don't see you barb chaining, you better not come to me in the middle of Kingsland asking me for resources. If you're putting in the effort, you're grinding, you're here on a daily basis, you're doing the events, you're playing in Arc of Osiris, and you need resources and you're fighting, I'll be more than happy to get you resources however I can. As will any number of players in the kingdom. But if you fuck off the entire off season, and then you come in just for KvK, and you're running out of resources, don't come crying to me. You ain't getting none. So, Clap got a gifted from Redline. Iceman, Zach, Felipe Costa, and Evil Clown. Thank you again, Redline. Appreciate you. If you got a gifted membership from Redline, he is the GOAT. Since MF retired, Redline is now the GOAT. Be sure and thank him. And be sure and check out Redline's channels. Of course, you got his Rise of Kingdoms channel, right? And then you've got his All Bad channel, where him and his good buddy Boogs Talk Life. And I have to apologize, Redline. I've missed the last few Saturdays. I think I've been streaming when you and Boogs went live, or last Saturday I was running stuff to the recycling plant. Tomorrow I have to run stuff to the city dump. You know, trying to clean up some of the crap in the backyard. I've got 2 desk chairs back there. I've got an old carpet back there. Trying to clean up some of that stuff before winter hits. Of all the content creators out there, Redline, I think you and Seawill are the craziest ones as far as fighting goes. I mean, you guys fight exactly like I do. Right? I mean, you do it in Imperium Kingdoms, though, so you do it for longer periods of time, longer days on end. But, yeah, balls to the wall. There's no tank, no problem. I'll go in first. You know, you guys, truly, it is a pleasure to watch you guys. So if you did get a gifted from Redline, if you got a gifted from me earlier, what does that mean? That gives you access to all kinds of emojis in the chat here. I'm going to run through them all real quickly so you can see what they are. Right? It gives you access to the Touchdown Club on my Discord server. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's where all the secrets are in the Touchdown Club. Long as you're not a Bears fan, your access is secure. I try, Red. I try. I love fighting. I love tanking. You know, I love leading the charge. Going in, inflicting as much damage as I possibly can with all my AoE commanders. And letting everyone else come in behind me and clean up the mess. I'll take bad trades if it means every other person in the Alliance is getting good trades. I have no issue with that at all. Did you watch my Packers yesterday? They didn't look half bad finally. Put together 4 solid quarters of football for the first time this season. All of the Detroit fans that I work with, because we have an office in Detroit, have been giving me shit all week. All week. Talking smack all week. And I'm not one to talk smack. But on Tuesday, I will be sure and wish them happy Thanksgiving, Detroit Lions. In order to see the Touchdown Club on the Discord server, you got to make sure that your YouTube account is linked to your Discord account in your Discord profile. Just for those who don't know. But Dallas is something this year, but you know, they consistently make the playoffs, right? So they usually don't choke until the playoffs. So we'll see. We'll see. They got a solid team. And Quinn, I think, Dan Quinn is their defensive coordinator. He's He's a good defensive coordinator, and they got some speed and some talent on defense, right? They had that one guy yesterday who broke the single season interception return for touchdown record. He's got 6 interceptions returned for a touchdown so far this year, and we're what, at game 10, game 11? I mean, that's just crazy. When you got the defense scoring points in 6 of your games, that's tough to beat. That's tough to beat. Cowboys are looking good. Cowboys are looking good. I think they will struggle against a team like San Francisco or Philadelphia, but they are looking good. You know, the thing is with Dallas, even if they have home field, I mean, they're I hate to say it, but most of the fans that go to AT&T Stadium to watch the Cowboys play, they're not Cowboys fans. They're going there more because it's a social event than they are Cowboys fans. You know, I think if they pack that stadium with diehard Cowboys fans and they got home field advantage, it'd be rough to go there and play. But I don't think, you know, like I said, I think it's more people who go there for the social environment and to tell their friends, hey, I'm a season ticket holder for the Cowboys, than it is to go there and actually, you know, lose your voice yelling and screaming and cheering for your team. I respect Cowboys fans, though, the real ones. It's amazing how many fans for a lot of these teams come out of the woodwork when they're winning. It says something about a fan when you can cheer for your team when they're, you know, 2-14. You know, so Detroit fans have had it hard. Cardinals fans have had it hard. You know, there are some teams out there that you kind of got to root for the underdog at times. What's up, Yaffee? So, again, I don't know exactly what's going on in this KvK. Someone sent me coordinates, and they said there is a dispute over... Now, they said there was a betrayal, a Kingsland betrayal. So it is now Fire Camp against Earth Camp. But they've been fighting over this small patch of land down in the bottom here for a while now. I think they're trying to push over and cut them off. But in the meantime, the blue team seems to be taking some land over here. So who knows? This could be an interesting one to watch. I'm going to bookmark this zig, and we can come back to it at a later day, later time. For now, I think we're going to call it a day. I appreciate y'all jumping on. Let's check real quick, see if there's anyone else streaming out there that we can get you over to. Looks like later this evening, Plato is streaming Farmer or Fighter. Otherwise, the only people I subscribe to that are live streaming right now is Linus Tech Tips or Airliners Live. So, I think we're going to call it at that. I appreciate y'all jumping on. Redline, appreciate the 5 gifted, 68 likes from you guys today. Thanks for hanging out on a Friday afternoon. I'm going to go take a nap. Maybe we'll throw up a stream tonight, but I kind of want to watch the Farmer or Fighter with Plato and Only Farmer and Black Panther this evening. So, otherwise, reminder, tomorrow is the podcast, 17 UTC on Beast channel. We'll drop another link to Beast in the chat here in case you are not subscribed to him already. We'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.